time. It's that time of the year to get your taxes done, and if you're not sure where to take them, you need to take them to Tax Masters at 107 West 4th Street in downtown Salem, where they can handle all of your certified e-filing and also can help you with your accounting services, bookkeeping, and payroll, and they have over 40 years of experience. To make an appointment, call Tax Masters at 729-3001. Don't be a slave to the IRS. Come see Tax Masters at 107 West 4th Street in downtown Salem, a proud supporter of the FFA chapter.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at that weather forecast. First of all, though, I want to make sure you're aware that we will be under a winter weather advisory that'll be in effect from midnight tonight to 9 p.m. Wednesday night. Again, we'll be under a winter weather advisory starting at midnight tonight through 9 p.m. on Wednesday. Now, your forecast for today indicates we have a slight chance of snow before 4 p.m., then a slight chance of drizzle, snow, and freezing rain. Chance of precipitation for today is 20% with cloudy skies and a high near 34 degrees. Winds will be northeasterly around 8 miles per hour, and our wind chill value will be as low as 26 degrees. Tonight we have a slight chance of drizzle, snow, freezing rain, and sleet before 3 a.m., then a slight chance of freezing rain and sleet after 5 a.m. Chance of precipitation for tonight is 20%. We'll have patchy fog between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. Otherwise, skies will be cloudy with a low around 30 degrees and easterly winds will be about 7 miles per hour. Our wind chill value tonight will be as low as 23 degrees. Tomorrow, rain possibly mixed with freezing rain and sleet, becoming all rain after 3 in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation is 100%. Now, new ice accumulation of less than 1/10 of an inch is possible. New sleet accumulation of less than 1/2 of an inch is possible. High temperature tomorrow should be near 35, with easterly winds around 7 miles per hour, becoming northerly during tomorrow afternoon. And our wind chill value tomorrow is low as 23 degrees. Tomorrow night should be cloudy with low around 13. We'll have northwesterly winds 6 to 11 miles per hour with gusts as high as 25 miles per hour. And our wind chill value tomorrow night will be as low as 2 degrees. Thursday should be mostly sunny with a high near 29. We'll have northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming light and northerly during Thursday afternoon. Winds could gust as high as 22 miles per hour. We expect mostly clear skies Thursday night with a low temperature around 11 degrees. Then Friday will be partly sunny with a high near 41. Rain is likely after midnight Friday night with mostly cloudy skies, low around 32 degrees. Then Saturday, rain with cloudy skies and a high temperature near 48. Rain and snow are likely before midnight Saturday night, then a chance of snow after midnight. Cloudy skies will be the order of the night with a low temperature around 17 degrees. Sunday should be partly sunny, but our high temperature won't get up to the freezing point. We'll only be near 28 degrees. Sunday night will be partly cloudy, low around 10 degrees, and Monday, which is designated as celebration of Washington's birthday, will be mostly sunny with a high temperature near 37 degrees. And that's your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it is now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. The groundhog saw its shadow on the second day of February, so we are all supposed to buckle up and get ready for 6 more weeks of winter. Have you ever wondered why so many people trust a rodent shadow as the portent of winter weather? Somewhere just north of 12% of Americans can thank or blame their German ancestors. According to the Punxsutawney Groundhog Club, the origin of Groundhog Day dates back to a Christian celebration 1,700 years ago. In 4th century Jerusalem, on Candlemas Day, Christians would take their candles to the church to have them blessed. They believed this would bring blessings to their household for the rest of the winter. Fast forward a few hundred years to Germany, where an animal was introduced into the mix. If, according to German lore, the hedgehog saw his shadow on Candlemas Day, there would be a second winter, or 6 more weeks of bad weather. As German settlers came to what is now the United States, they of course brought their traditions and folklore. Since hedgehogs are not found in the U.S., a similar hibernating animal was selected, which brings us to present-day Punxsutawney Phil's predictions. Phil has been predicting the weather for almost 140 years, but he's really not that good at it. In recent history, Phil has only been right about 30% of the time. And spoiler alert, groundhogs live to be about 3 years old in captivity. So there's that. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Farming's hard. To feed the world, farmers have to work the land, brave the elements, and fight the battle against weeds. Weeds reduce crop yield, so prices go up and everybody gets less to eat. But 50 years ago, farmers got a new tool to fight weeds, glyphosate. It kills weeds while protecting the harvest. Time and again, it has been approved by the EPA and by leading regulatory bodies around the world. It helps enable practices that reduce erosion and keep soil healthy, which is good for the earth. Farming's hard, but it's a little easier with glyphosate. Learn more at go.bayer.com/glyphosate, paid for by Bayer.
Every year, millions of pets go missing, leaving families heartbroken. If you lose or find a pet, Petco Love Lost is here to help. Our free, easy-to-use platform uses photo matching technology across multiple media platforms to bring lost pets home. Just upload a photo and quickly search the largest national lost and found pet database. Let's unite to reunite, because every lost pet deserves to find their way home. Register today at petcolovelost.org.
The Tigers
catch and shoot deep three. Good. Splashed it home from deep.
play
Puts up a floater. Good. He got fouled. A career high 27.
here.
Jammed down for his first Missouri field goal.
This is your radio home for Mizzou basketball.
I need all of you to join hands and help build something special.
Catch every game all season long right here.
Ball fake. Now deep three. Left wing good.
The Central Bank Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Chris Kerber.
And I'm Joey Vitale.
We invite you to be our guest this season as we bring you the exciting play-by-play action of the St. Louis Blues.
We'll tell you about every big save, bone-crushing hit, and every game-winning goal on your Ozark sports leader, KSMO in Salem, Missouri.
Your radio home for St. Louis Blues hockey.
A sluggish start to the week for direct cash cattle and cash hog business. Good morning, I'm Megan Grabner with the Brownfield Livestock Market Report. Direct cash cattle trade activity was quiet Monday. Show lists this week are higher across all major feeding areas. Bids and asking prices didn't surface. Significant trade volume will likely be delayed until the latter half of the week. At mid-session at the Oklahoma National Stockyards, feeder steers and steer calves were steady to $5 lower, with steers 500 to 600 pounds up to $12 lower. Feeder heifers were steady to $5 higher. Heifer calves were $3 to $6 lower, with heifers 500 to 600 pounds up to $10 lower. The USDA says demand was moderate and quality was not as good as last week. Feeder supply included 50% steers. Medium and large one feeder steers, 606 to 647 pounds, brought $295 to $323. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 600 to 649 pounds, brought $262 to $285. Box beef closed higher with solid demand for light off-range. Choice up $1.63 at $323.50. Select closed $1.02 higher at $313.92. Estimated cattle slaughter was 100,000 head, down 15,000 on the week and down nearly 15,000 on the year. Cash hogs were not reported due to confidentiality Monday, with very few negotiated purchases. Processors are off to a slow start to the week and aren't aggressive in their procurement efforts. Prices and volume of movement reflect that. The industry continues to monitor the availability of market-ready hogs and hog weights to gauge supply. Demand for U.S. pork on the global market has been strong, which has been helping provide price support, but domestic demand has been inconsistent. The 5-day rolling average for barrows and gilts at the National Daily Direct is 85.60. It's 86.70 for the Iowa, Minnesota, and for the Western Corn Belt, the 5-day rolling average is 86.55. Pork values close higher Monday, up $2.62 at $99.62. All of the primals except the butts were higher to sharply higher, and the estimated hog slaughter was 491,000 head, up 6,000 on the week and up about 10,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were higher on the sharply higher boxed beef during the session, and lean hog futures into the day mixed on spread trade, the higher midday move in pork, and ongoing demand uncertainties. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Liberty herbicide has been great. Easy to use, backed by BASF. And new Liberty Ultra herbicide will be the cornerstone of our weed control.
It's the Liberty herbicide Grandpa trusts, made even better. Liberty Law
for improved weed control.
Glue L technology
for a lower use rate. Change is good.
Real good.
The next generation of Liberty herbicide.
For the next generation of growers. Visit liberty-ultra.us. Always read and follow label directions.
Farming's hard. To feed the world, farmers have to work the land, brave the elements, and fight the battle against weeds. Weeds reduce crop yield, so prices go up and everybody gets less to eat. But 50 years ago, farmers got a new tool to fight weeds, glyphosate. It kills weeds while protecting the harvest. Time and again, it has been approved by the EPA and by leading regulatory bodies around the world. It helps enable practices that reduce erosion and keep soil healthy, which is good for the earth. Farming's hard, but it's a little easier with glyphosate. Learn more at go.bayer.com/glyphosate, paid for by Bayer.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time to take a look at updated funeral announcements being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they are available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Arlene Woods, age 86 of Salem, passed away Wednesday, February 5th. Funeral services for Arlene Woods will be Wednesday morning at 11 o'clock at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Arlene Woods will be starting this afternoon at 5 o'clock and continuing till 7 o'clock this evening to Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery. And all arrangements for Arlene Woods of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Jerry William Robertson passed away January 31st at the age of 81 years. Funeral services for Jerry Robertson will be Friday at the James Gar Chapel in Raleigh at 11:30. Visitation will be held at the chapel prior to the service from 10 a.m. until service time at 11:30. Entry will be at the Missouri Veterans Cemetery in Waynesville, Missouri, Friday at 1 o'clock with full military honors. And all arrangements for Jerry William Robertson are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Wilda Jean Spencer of Rolla passed away Friday, February 7th at the age of 89 years. Funeral services for Wilda Jean Spencer will be at the Rolla Chapel of James Gar Mortuary Monday, February 17th at 12 noon. Visitation will also be on Monday, February 17th from 11 a.m. until service time at 12 noon. And all arrangements for Wilda Jean Spencer of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. Larry Dwayne Gray of Rolla passed away Sunday, February 9th at the age of 74 years. A memorial service will be held at a later date. And all arrangements for Larry Dwayne Gray of Rolla are under the direction of the James Gar Mortuary of Rolla. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 40 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free!
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street or call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. Well, the Salem Lady Basketball Tigers game, originally scheduled for Thursday night at Steelville, will be held tonight at 5 o'clock at Steelville. This will be a varsity-only contest. Again, that Lady Tiger basketball game scheduled for Thursday night at Steelville will be held tonight, and it will be a varsity game only starting at 5 o'clock. City of Salem Board of Aldermen will be meeting this evening at 6 o'clock at 202 North Washington in the old City Hall auditorium for their regular meeting. After the call to order will be the approval of the agenda and the consent agenda. Public comments will then be heard, followed by requests for road closures for the park expose for the 100-acre road rally from Rob Benowitz. In new and miscellaneous business, Public Works Director Steve Payne will request the city's surplus a transformer with the intent of selling it. The board will then hear and discuss Resolution Number 4-2025 that would be a change order for the Welcome Home Project property at 403 East Hunt Street for a contract reduction of $3,600. And they will discuss an amendment to the City of Salem Hazard Mitigation Plan to reduce the risk of service interruption due to flooding events. In the first and second reading of bills, the board will hear Bill Number 3642 that would establish an ordinance to authorize the mayor to execute Contract Change Order Number 1 between the City of Salem and Archer Elgin, and hear Bill Number 3643 to authorize the execution of Task Order 20 for the Bone Break Sewer Realignment Project between the city and Archer Elgin. In the second reading of bills, the board will consider Bill Number 3640, which would create an ordinance to amend the 2024-2025 annual budget for the City of Salem, increasing revenues from $23,163,056 to $23,894,316.60, and increase expenditures from $21,043,249 to $21,403,251.29. Reports from city officials will then be heard before the board goes into closed session to discuss litigation. The meeting tonight of the City of Salem Board of Aldermen is open to the public. The Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors will be meeting this evening at 6 o'clock at the fire station at number 2 South Main Street. After the roll call and approval of the consent agenda, including review of the minutes, the financial review, and approval of the bills, will be the budget review followed by the monthly reimbursement report. In old business, the board will hear a bond issue update followed by new business. New business will include hearing of persons relative to annexation to the fire district, and also the ice maker renewal will be considered. Chief Floyd will then give his report to the board. The date will be set for the March meeting, and closed session may be held if necessary before the board adjourns. The meeting tonight of the Dent County Fire Protection District Board of Directors is open to the public. The Salem Police Department has recently released their report for the month of January. The department responded to 11 accidents during the month. Officers responded to 4 alarms sounding and addressed 37 animal calls. Investigated 3 assaults or fights, 2 burglaries, performed 9 well-being checks, and 5 area checks in January. Police investigated 5 domestic disputes, 4 verbal disturbances, and 1 physical disturbance. Conducted 17 follow-up investigations and provided 27 escorts. They investigated 4 harassment reports, a fraud report, 2 parking complaint calls, an intoxicated pedestrian and 1 intoxicated driver report, and 6 property damage reports. The Salem Police wrote 6 stealing reports, responded to 7 traffic complaints, and assisted 9 motorists. Officers responded to 3 reports of suicidal persons, 8 suspicious circumstance calls, 8 suspicious person calls, and 2 suspicious vehicle calls. The Salem Police in January investigated an overdose call, a sex offense call, and checked out 2 abandoned vehicles. Officers attempted to serve 5 warrants and conducted 75 traffic stops during the month. The police responded to a total of 417 incidents in January, with the average response time to calls being 2 minutes and 48 seconds. The average time spent on the scene was 29 minutes and 2 seconds. If you have any information regarding an ongoing investigation, contact the Salem Police Department by calling their non-emergency phone number at 573-729-6550 or speak with them in person at 500 North Jackson Street in Salem. The Denton County Commissioners met Monday morning in the courthouse. In the road report, District 1 Commissioner Keith Green said crews were getting equipment ready for this week's expected storm, and they were also screening sand. He also said brush was being cut in the area of Denton County Road 6400. District 2 Commissioner Jimmy Williams reported grading was being done on Denton County roads 4050, 4055, and 4290. He said crews were getting the equipment ready for the impending bad weather by adding a spreader box and blade on County Truck number 122. Presiding Commissioner Gary Larson said an Industrial Development Authority board meeting would be held at 6 o'clock Wednesday, February 19th in the basement of the Salem Public Library. Larson said that longtime IDA board member Donald Dodd will not be seeking reappointment when his term expires in April. Denton County Clerk Angie Curley said her office balanced with the Denton County Treasurer on all accounts for the month of January. Curley also said the commissioners were approving bills for payment. Denton County Coroner Ben Percival was in attendance and brought in reporter Hannah Shue from the Missourian, who is doing a story on county commissioners and their relationships with their coroners. Percival updated the commission on some impending legislation that may require more education to qualify to be a coroner, and other legislation that may increase the pay of the coroner to $45,000 per year, which is $26,000 more than Percival now receives. Again, that legislation is still pending. The next meeting of the commissioners will be Thursday morning at 9 o'clock at the courthouse, and the meeting will be open to the public. Century Farms and Ranches have shaped our nation and state. In every kitchen, behind every barn door, and every soiled and calloused hand lie stories of those who feed our nation. The Missouri Century Farm Program celebrates the lasting contributions farmers and ranchers have made to our country's and state's heritage. In 1976, the Centennial Farm Project was initiated in Missouri, awarding certificates to persons owning farms that had been in the same family for 100 years or more. 10 years later, the University of Missouri Extension and the MU College of Agriculture, Food, and Natural Resources created the annual Century Farm Program and recognition. The Missouri Farm Bureau joined as a co-sponsor in 2008. Since the program began in 1976, more than 8,000 Missouri farms have received the Century Farm designation. To become a Century Farm in Missouri, the same family must have owned the farm for 100 consecutive years or more as of December 31st of this year. The line of ownership from the original settler or buyer may be through children, grandchildren, siblings, or nephews or nieces, including through marriage or adoption. And the present farm shall consist of no less than 40 acres of the original land and shall make a financial contribution to the overall farm income. A fee of $140 is required to cover processing costs, one certificate, a booklet, and one two-sided metal sign for each approved farm. The application period to be Century Farm is open now through May 1st. To apply, go online to extension.missouri.edu/programs and type Century Farm in the search bar. If you have questions, contact Missouri Century Farms Coordinator at 573-882-7216. Well, that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, and elementary education. For more about SBU Salem campus, contact their admission counselor today at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At K&H Auto Supply in Salem, you'll find a Power Torque 40-piece tap and die set priced at $29.99. A Performance Tool adjustable jet flame butane torch, $19.99. And Valvoline Max Life high mileage motor oil, $29.95 for the 5-quart size. Stop by today in Salem at K&H Auto Supply.
Park City. Yeah, Park City. Park City.
We've been overindulging a little more than usual over the holidays. But now, we are starting the new year off on a healthier note by taking active liver supplements from New Nordic every day. So if better health, more energy, and detoxing your body are some of your priorities this year, get Active Liver today and start the year off knowing you're giving your liver some well-deserved relief.
Active Liver is available in both tablets and as a delicious gummy. You can find Active Liver in stores at your local CVS or online at Amazon or newnordicusa.com.
Spring Training 2025 in Jupiter, Florida is just around the corner, and the boys of summer will be back on the field before we know it.
With amazing feats, unforgettable moments, and spectacular plays you won't soon forget. We will be there from the first pitch to the final out.
Bringing you all the excitement right here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
Listen to Cardinals Spring Training games every weekend starting February 22nd, right here on KSMO Radio.
Young men and women that are involved with FFA grow in terms of experience, education, and responsibility. Willie Schrader of Farm Bureau Insurance would like to salute the Salem FFA chapter on the great work that they do and all of their accomplishments as they achieve through their hard work and diligent effort. So join Willie Schrader from Farm Bureau Insurance in saluting the Salem FFA chapter during National FFA Week.
Agricultural education and FFA give young people the knowledge, skills, and experience they need to become leaders with a vision for themselves and their nation. They are prepared not only for careers in science, business, and technology in agriculture, but also for success in life. Join Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem in saluting the Salem FFA chapter for FFA Week.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to you as a courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. Colby James scored 25 points, including 5 3-pointers to lead the Willow Springs Bears to a 71-58 win over the Salem Tigers Monday night at Munford Gymnasium in Willow Springs. Salem was led by Gavin Sapal with 21 points, followed by Braden Gaps with 17 and Luke Pryor, who had added 10 more. The Tigers fall to 10-12 on the year and 2-2 in the SCA Conference. They will be at Thayer Friday night to face the Bobcats, starting with a JV game at 6 o'clock with the varsity game to follow. KSMO Media will air the varsity contest on KSMO Radio, AM 1340 and FM 95.7, and audio stream the contest on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook page, and the KSMO YouTube page. The Salem Lady Tigers lost their 9th straight game as they fell to the Cuba Lady Wildcats Monday evening 70-27. Their record is 4-16, and they'll be at Steelville tonight for that game that was originally scheduled for Thursday night. That contest tonight will be held at 5 o'clock, and there will be a varsity-only contest. And again, the Salem Lady Basketball Tigers game, originally scheduled for Thursday night at Steelville, will be held tonight at 5 o'clock at Steelville, and this will be a varsity-only contest. The Mizzou Tigers will be back on the court tomorrow night versus the Oklahoma Sooners. The Tigers are ranked 21st with an overall record of 17-6 and 6-4 record. Oklahoma is 16-7 overall and 3-7 in the SEC conference play. And that has been a look at local and regional sports, brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, I'm Bill Pollock. It sounds like Patrick Mahomes did not say much to the team after their bad loss in Super Bowl 59, but the challenge for veterans like himself and the young players is refocusing for next season.
I didn't have to say much. I thought other leaders, Chris Jones especially, spoke, and it's going to hurt for a while. Can you not be satisfied with just getting here and taking your games to the next level? And that starts with me, but it'll feed throughout the entire team, and hopefully we can come back next season and put up a better effort.
The Mizzou Tigers dropped 6 spots in the polls. They went from 16 to 22 in the coaches and from 15 to 21 in the AP after they lost to number 4 Tennessee by 4 and fell to number 10 Texas A&M by 3. Head coach Dennis Gates.
Just want our guys to quote unquote play where they have seen their success, and I think ultimately I'm just here to reinforce and encourage.
Mizzou takes on Oklahoma at home tomorrow. The Royals and Cardinals get started tomorrow. Pitchers and catchers are scheduled to report, and full team workouts start next week. The Royals finished 86-76, won a playoff series against the Orioles. And the Cardinals are looking to bounce back after missing the playoffs for a second season in a row. Starting pitcher Sonny Gray willing to stay through the rebuild.
I still have 2 years left on my current contract, and understanding and learning the organization, I didn't want to go anywhere.
The St. Louis Blues will enjoy a couple of weeks off the ice for the Four Nations face-off. St. Louis is in 6th place in the Central Division. Colton Parayko and Jordan Binnington will play on Team Canada in that tournament. That starts tomorrow with Canada facing Sweden in the first game. Binnington is one of 3 goalies for Canada. They have not announced their starting goalie for that first game. And professional bowling in Springfield this week, the PBA Pete Weber Missouri Classic. Bill Pollock, Missouri Net Sports.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Every year, millions of pets go missing, leaving families heartbroken. If you lose or find a pet, Petco Love Lost is here to help. Our free, easy-to-use platform uses photo matching technology across multiple media platforms to bring lost pets home. Just upload a photo and quickly search the largest national lost and found pet database. Let's unite to reunite, because every lost pet deserves to find their way home. Register today at PetcoLoveLost.org.
Here at KSMO Radio, it's now time for news from the Missouri Net. Then stay tuned as I'll be back after the top of the 1 o'clock hour with your latest KSMO weather forecast.
Agricultural education and FFA give young people the knowledge, skills, and experience to become leaders with a vision for themselves and the nation. They're prepared not only for careers in the science, business, and technology of agriculture, but also for success in life. Join Stephen M. Patterson, attorney at law, in saluting the Salem FFA chapter during FFA Week.
Missouri Net News, I'm Dale Forbes. The Missouri Senate could soon take a final vote on legislation that would provide tax deductions to various groups, including educators and first responders. The bill includes language to provide police, firefighters, paramedics, and other first responders with a $500 a year state income tax deduction. The measure would also provide tax deductions to teachers and other educators for the money they spend on classroom supplies, up to $500 a year. Governor Mike Kehoe welcomed hundreds of Missouri students to Jefferson City this morning to commemorate National FFA Week, which is February 15th through the 22nd. Emily Kassenbaum is the FFA advisor for Orchard Farm School District in St. Charles.
You could do something traditional like row crop farming, raising pigs, cows, dairy farming, chickens. You could also do something with mechanical.
This is Missouri Net.
The Missouri Department of Health and Senior Services needs your help building a